Okay. All right, guys. So today is the day. I'm getting ready to go back to New York because a little situation happened, and I just realized I'm like, energetically speaking, I don't harmonize with this place anymore. You know, everything that has been happening towards me for the past 5 years. I decided it's time to go home just for a reset, just to reset and try to get myself back on track, because I was away from my family for the past like uh, 5 years since I've been away from my family. And I got a little homesick, and I really made a decision. I was like, I think it's best to just go home and try to fix things, you know. And right now I'm just currently packing my stuff. Just packing my clothes, and I'm booking my flight so I can go back to the Big Apple. So yeah. But here's one thing I just want to say, right? I am so grateful. I'm so grateful, man. Like, I'm grateful that even though, things didn't work out as planned, and like you know, I was going up and down from state to state, trying to make things work, trying to like, you know, just trying to set out on my own. But then I was going through major turmoil and stuff like that, and it just got overwhelming. But here's what I am grateful for. I'm grateful that I actually went out and I seen the world. Now that I think about it, I left New York in 2022. I've been on my own since I was 23, and I went to different states. I went to Iowa, then I drove across the country and I came to Arizona, you know? And I did overlook it. But because I'm like, wow, I actually seen the United States. I actually went across the world. I had some interesting events that happened, you know? And going back doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm actually happy to go back home to see my parents. Maybe I could support my parents. I could take care of them. Maybe some of yous need that wake-up call. Some of you needs that wake-up call. Some of you are in the same position, and it's the fact that you're not realizing it. Maybe for some of you, it's best if you go back home, get yourself situated, fix things. You made some mistakes. It's all right. Doesn't mean you're gonna go back home and live there forever, right? Unless you choose to. Maybe you should just go back home, right? Anywhere from 6 months to a year, if you need a little more time, depending on your situation. Goes back home from 6 months to 2 years maximum. You don't want to be there too long, because your parents need their own space, but obviously you gotta help them out and stuff like that. But maybe you should just go home just for a reset. There's people right now that's on the streets. They don't got nowhere to go. They don't got nobody to call, and they're out in the streets. I seen it here. It's really, really it's really sad. If you're fortunate to go back home just to fix yourself up, just for 6 months to a year. 6 months, that's not long. 6 months to a year. And then you can come back out to the world and, do what you have to do. But what I will say is, throughout the years, I have became wiser. I noticed it. Like, it gave me a wake-up call of my place as a human being in this world, right? Because originally in New York, the reason why I felt like I had liberty and I had friends, money was easily coming around and stuff like that, but it wasn't until I moved across the country that I seen how hard it really gets. But it made me wiser to know skills, street smarts, you know, being responsible, you know. It really, really, really gave me that wake up call. So I will not say I regret anything. I don't regret anything. Obviously, I'm actually looking forward to going back home because I do miss my parents. I miss my mom. I miss my dad. I miss, you know, some old family members that's still back in New York. I do want to see them. I was homesick for a little bit because I was all alone. I didn't have nobody. I didn't have no friends here. I was just working, breaking my back, barely making it. So I think this is just the best reset I can do for myself. And I'm telling you, if you're somebody in the similar position that I am, maybe it's best for you to go back home just for a season, just to fix your situation. It's nothing shameful, right? It's nothing shameful to be like, aha, you failed, no. There's some things you have to fix, and we're human beings. We're not perfect. We're not just gonna make it in the first time. Maybe we have to go home just to energetically recharge ourselves from the stress, the burdens, the things that we've been through throughout the years, right? Maybe it's best if you just do that. Don't wait until something happens that will force you to go back home. Because let me tell you one thing, and some of you may click off after this, the universe will let you know if you need to go home. The universe will tell you what you need to do, right? It wasn't until, right, I got in a situation that I decided, you know what, maybe this is just the writing on the wall, the wake-up call. Maybe I should just take action and just go back home now before something happens. The things I was dealing with here, dealing with the people, you know, working hard and not getting by, just running on the hamster wheel but not getting a break. It wasn't until that I literally was driving and I was like, you know what? This has been an everyday thing for the past 5 years. Maybe I should just go home for a big reset. It's not that you're gonna go home and not pay bills. You gotta help your parents. You can't stay in people's house. You, a grown ass person, you expecting you to go and be living for free? No. You gotta do something. This is just a reset for you to get on your shit. All right, that's how I'm looking at it. It's a reset for me to get back on track with things. And who knows, right? Some of you saying, oh, I don't want to go back home. I live in a small town and, you know, it's the same people. I understand that. Some of you say, oh, you're from New York. How do you understand? Oh, really? I lived in Des Moines, Iowa. I lived in Des Moines, Iowa. And I've been around areas like Ankeny, Greenfield. So I do have a sense of what it's like to live in those small towns, rural areas where it's just plain land and cornfields. Nothing really exciting over there. It's just American bars, and you know you're an African American dude and they do discriminate over there, so you can't go to those certain places. And I do know what it's like to be in an area where it's like, it's pretty modestly like city-like, but you are socially rejected from the society. So I know what it's like to be alone in those two situations. And I'm telling you, you ain't missing out on anything. It's an opportunity for you, especially because now you have no distractions. You got no excuse. If you live in those small towns, those little cities, those areas where it's nothing but farms and stuff like that, man, you have no excuse not to succeed. You got nothing over there distracting you. It's not like you're in LA or San Diego or New York or Miami, Florida, where it's just a lot of energy around you that could cause you to be distracted, you know? But enjoy your life. Just go back. I know y'all saw the ashy hand. That hand was ashy. But go back and just take a reset. All right? We're in this together, bro. Are we in this together? I want you to watch my videos every day because I'm gonna record myself on this journey for me getting myself back on track and going back into the world and exploring more. I want you to be there with me, bro. I want you to be there with me. All right? I don't care about the YouTube pay and stuff like that. You know, I just do this because I want to look back. I want to look back in the future where I'm like, oh snap, I see myself over there. I'm 27 years young. You know, I'm talking to myself in the camera. You know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe, right? Maybe. Hear me out on this, right? Maybe the person you're destined to become, right? Maybe the person you're destined to become wants to see this video, right? Maybe the person you're destined to become wants for you to get this message, this wake-up call. That, remember what I was saying about the universe will let you know certain things? This did not come on your screen by mistake because you just randomly chose it. No, it came to you energetically because you need to hear this. Go home and fix your situation. Please, just go home. Just to fix your situation. Okay? There's nothing shameful. You're just going to fix yourself up. Give yourself a time period to recharge and all that. You're going to be with family, right? And then you can go out and do what you got to do. But anyway, that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. And like and subscribe if you want to be a part of this journey. I don't know what I'm chasing, to be honest, but I just have this feeling. I don't know, there's something inside of me that's saying, hey, like, there's a destination you're supposed to be. I don't know. I get that. Do you get that feeling? I get that feeling too, you know? But it's like, I just feel like there's like this energy within me that's saying destiny, destination. It's like it's like a destination I'm supposed to do or be, or what, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm just recording it just to see what happens throughout life, you know? Question mark. Catch you guys in the next one.